Yeah, we all know what happened there. I mean, Sam's still pretty hype.
She's decent.
Yeah, she's decent.
In some situations.
Yeah. She's hype when you see him on stream.
All right, we got Jimmy versus ChrisTheHatman wearing the Dedede hat.
And already off the bat, I feel like this is such a tough matchup for Dedede, specifically because Palutena is a moving wall. She's definitely one of those characters that can wall out a lot of approach options. And not only that, like, it's really difficult for Dedede to just start coming in. But I believe Hatman has definitely found himself actually close in the range here. Oh, what a quick ping pong play from Jimmy. All right, I like that. Jimmy looking to find this this range and find this opening. I like how he's approaching with these back airs. Those back airs do have very, very strong because they actually hit you with Palutena's shield, and Palutena's shield really
Jimmy's actually done a really good job at just kind of holding stage control and kind of establishing a zone with his back air. And it kind of, you can see the spacing. Like, he doesn't care how often Chris throws his, like, Gordos because he's going to knock it right back. Gets him off the stage. That was actually a good poke through with the up air. For the most part, he's been holding down the stage.
All right, now we're back to this position where I kind of see Jimmy. He sees the percent. There's blood on the water, but he's being cautious how he approaches there. Doesn't like that taxi platform where Hatman's standing. All right, I like that. Spacing, putting in the work right there.
Very patient play.
Felt like Jimmy was actually trying to go for a tomahawk there, but he just didn't throw it out. Nice back air.
That back air's got to be stale by now. I think he's used it like 7 out of like 10 times.
Oh, yeah. Hasn't really changed the move.
You know what? If it works, you don't have to really use anything else.
Yeah.
Until it stops working.
It's really good because I do believe the back air and so Palutena's back air and dash attack have super armor, so they do go through a lot.
What?
Okay.
Oh, he threw it back. That's right.
I like that from Jimmy. He sees that Hatman's playing with these Gordos.
See, how he's actually catching on is you have to power shield, get that grab. You can do whatever you want.
All right, there's that forward air. Jimmy slowly back in the game. There's a ledge guard opportunity. Doesn't quite get it yet. There's that back air, but it's a little too stale now.
It's the beauty of Dedede. You're like 500 pounds. You're not going to die, so he's not going to die.
Yeah. And he's building up rage too, so ChrisTheHatman can be poised to make a comeback, especially depending how Jimmy lets it go. All right, Jimmy needs to find some kind of move. That back air is pretty stale. Hopefully, might be able to close up with a forward air, or perhaps a smash attack. Let's see how that dash attack going to be fresh off the boot. Going to take that. All right, Hatman slowly moving in. Now it's Jimmy's game to run away with it. He's got the percent, so he doesn't have to commit too much. I like how he's continuing the spacing here against Hatman. Look at that. These empty hops.
You can see the mix-ups.
Yeah.
Very, very apparent.
Good weight. Right that way, looking to see how Hatman was going to land.
You can just see the weave, like the weaving gameplay in and out every time Dedede goes in. He's right outside that punish zone, goes back in, establishes stage control, just has to wait for he comes back up, keeps going for the trump. And I can kind of, that's a good trade for Chris, but I can see how it could be frustrating for Dedede because like his forward momentum with his attacks, they're very, okay, that was good.
What a good response.
That was good. But for the most part, he doesn't have really any forward approach that's aggressive and fast. So he's really opting for Gordos, which I mean, he's just kind of getting it sent back to his face for the most part, which he has to be careful with. So like you can see, he's just trying to get in, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
Just due to his just his speed in general.
All right, Jimmy's starting to look for the upper kill there, but it's not coming back, and we're playing still ping pong back here.
How much can you play volleyball with that thing? Can you just send it back infinitely?
I do. Oh yeah, because it's not a reflector.
It's not a reflector.
Yeah, it's not a reflector. Because a reflector will actually stop after I think the second time.
And does it increase knockback? That's nice. Right?
Yeah.
Well done.
That's going to be the confirmed. Jimmy going to walk away with his game. First point on the board for him. ChrisTheHatman having a little bit of a tough time. He was starting to make a small comeback there, but nonetheless, Jimmy's control over him was really powerful. It was all how Jimmy was starting to utilize those empty hops, moving in and out. Jimmy didn't get any of the tomahawks, but the empty hops were super crucial, enough for him to use back airs. The back air was stale, but it allowed him to get the percent to start closing the stock.
Exactly.
Super crucial there. So the stale back air wasn't going to be much of the work there, but it was the percent bringer.
Okay, we're seeing more from Chris here. Definitely much better than last game. That was a bait. That down B, that was a bait. He's like, come after me, man. I'm gonna shoot my hammer off the stage. You're gonna come after me.
He threw out the lure there and caught nothing with that bait. All right, but now we're starting to see Jimmy closing in the gap here. Like I said, Palutena's a bit of a wall, so the closer she is to you, that wall feels a lot bigger, especially when it's up in your face. But Jimmy keeping that spacing that he had the first game. He understands Dedede can be quite a tricky player, and especially a lot of people can sleep on these Dedede mains. And sometimes you can find yourself on the wrong end. You can definitely tell Jimmy is playing a little bit safe.
Yes, he is. The thing is he can. percent lead. He doesn't really have to approach, obviously. He can wait, and that's kind of how he's been playing the entire time. Like, the way Dedede moves, when he moves, he really has to commit. It's really hard for Dedede to actually fake someone out with his speed, especially against like someone like with Palutena, who could just use back air as a shield. There's really nothing he can do.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, as an approach.
Exactly.
Grab is going to get beat out by Bear. Gordo's going to get beat out by Bear. He can trade Bears, but I don't know if it's going to hit Palutena.
Yeah.
His best bet might just be power shield grab. Or maybe down tilt under the Bear. Like, he has to think of another mix-up here.
Exactly, and we don't see too much commitment coming out from Jimmy. That's the first grab I've actually seen Jimmy throw out. He probably thrown a grab before, but Hatman able to finally find that grab, and it's really tough for Hatman. Actually, like you said, his one move could be the grab there, but he's having a tough time even finding the grab. All right, trying to go for a tricky play there, but Jimmy, far away from it, decides to punish that with the up smash, sending him a message saying, I will not fall for that simple little play. All right, going back to the volleyball play here, Jimmy poised to put more percent on the board.
Okay. I love the mix-ups, the way he goes. Like he mixes up his timings of which aerial he does, like how many short hops he does in between.
Yeah.
To mix up the shield timing from his opponent, and he keeps getting those openings.
Yeah, he keeps it like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-1. You know.
You can see it.
Yeah, all right.
And he's establishing, this is my stage. I corner you.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Chris is actually really cornered there. All right, Jimmy letting go a little bit of the stage control.
I'm just
there.
waiting for like the 7th Gordo. There we go. Just to hit. He's like, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work this time.
Rest in peace, like Dedede's minions, because that was like a brawl thing, and now they're just gone from this game. So Dedede, all he has to work here is this Gordo here, and it's not doing him any favors against Jimmy. And that's going to be the upper, not going to kill. That's a heavy penguin? I forget what
he's
is.
He's a penguin.
Yeah, heavy penguin.
Okay.
All right, so much commitment against that shield there. Good wait for Jimmy. Unable to find that down air. All right, Jimmy gonna come back on the stage.
What?
That invincibility frame.
All right, frame by frame, please.
That's that back air, and not stale because he hasn't been using it quite as much. Gonna find the fresh